Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent AMSOIL dealer. Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Well, good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time tonight, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a good time. I also hope you decide to join us here each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be here waiting for you. To our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you guys are the ones who make this possible, and we so very, very much appreciate it. We have comments coming in. Let's take a look. We've got BCJ Vids saying greetings back. And we also have our good friend David at Alaska Railroad saying good evening, Mike and podcast friends. We'll give good evening back to you as well. Hope you're doing well tonight, David. Great to see you in here as always. So let's bring on our guests and get the microphones on. Looks like they're all on. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Not too bad.
Good, Mike. Hey, pretty good.
Wonderful. Now, we've got a special guest here tonight. The last month or two, you've been seeing a lot of video clips. I make montages out of images that Michael Delage has been sending to me. Now, Michael does the New England Classic Cars Facebook group. It's an excellent group. There's a link in the description. So if you're intrigued by anything we're talking about, be sure and visit that. It's very much worth your while. Michael, tell us how you get into photography and how long you've been doing this, and about some of the car shows you've been going to.
Well, it's been a long time. I've been doing photography since like 1999. And basically I started taking photos of locomotives and freight cars, and I still do that today. That's expanded into historical stuff now, and from mills to rivers to dams, mill housing, churches, windmills, lighthouses, then into cars, construction vehicles, fire engines. So basically, I take pictures of just about everything, including insects and animals too.
Wow.
So basically, I got everything covered.
Your interests are many and varied.
Yep.
Very cool. Well, let's get right into the videos here. Let's take a look at the menu once again. Item number 1 here is a Corvette image montage, and this is from Michael. And again, he does the New England Classic Cars Facebook group. We've got just about every year of the Corvette lineage represented in this clip we're about to see. Anything you want to say about it before we roll the clip?
The only thing I have to say is I wanted to do everything being a convertible because we're in summer. So every single car I have that was a convertible, I'll end up sending them to you so you can do a nice collage on them.
Wonderful. Yeah, and just about every year is represented from the very beginning to current. So yeah, let's roll the clip here and take a look. And here we go. So yes, in case you're just joining us, we've been looking at an image montage of Corvettes throughout the entire lineage of that model. These images were shared to us by Michael Delage, who's in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And I'm going to give Virgil and Rob a chance to either react to any of those images, or if they have questions or comments for Michael. By all means, we'll let Virgil go first.
There was a few of them that I liked on there. There was in the beginning. There was a pewter color one.
See if we can find it. Was that it? No.
Nope.
No.
Before that one. No. It was still with the. Let me see. Yeah, before that one. Nope. There we go.
This one?
Yes. That right there, I believe that is just such a pretty color, such a pretty car.
For sure.
Well,
very understated,
Absolutely.
Virgil, when I did these pictures, I had several different years, and some of them I had like 5 or 6 different Corvettes, and I said, nah, I'm not gonna do a yellow one this time. I'm gonna do this color. So I try to go through all the different colors and not have them all the same color. And this one struck me. I'm like, okay, this is like a gold, color, and I'm like, okay, that's something different.
Yes.
And like the teal, the light teal color, like almost like an aqua, that is a rarity. I don't see that many cars painted that color. So I said, well, something like that. Even this one like a mint. I like, some of these colors. I just said this would be something interesting because it's something out of the ordinary.
Yes, it is, and that chill Corvette, that owner should apologize for those Kragers. And then
try to find it.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Pictures I've been from when I first started to the most recent. So I don't know what years I took them, but if I looked at the file, I know what year, the date I took it, and where I took it.
Yeah, sure. Great work, man. Great work.
Well, my goal is to capture every single car ever made, and I know that's not going to be possible, but I tried.
Nice. And Rob, any reactions or questions?
Well, you did a good job almost catching every year. That was a good collection. Virgil, can you imagine having a job with General Motors where they just give you a piece of paper and say, design the coolest car you can?
Wow.
And then they tell the engineer people, make sure you make more horsepower than anybody else. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much a car weighs. Let's put the most horsepower in it.
Yeah, I should have paid attention in art class.
Yeah,
for sure.
Or clay design.
Yeah, the engineer people at Corvette had a great job. They did some good work. There's a lot of classic looking cars on there. Good photos.
Nice. My brother-in-law's father, he is a Corvette lover.
Yeah.
Corvette lover. He has a 2017 right now. Beautiful car, and I have to get a write up on him next time I'm down there.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see. Definitely. And we've got someone on Facebook saying nice pewter color. So for sure, it's always nice to see those unique colors.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Well, cool. Let's keep going with the program here. We're on item number 2. It's time for announcements as well as AMSOIL. Now, at this point, I don't have any announcements, but this is the portion of the program where we give Rob a chance to talk to us about AMSOIL. And I'm going to put you full screen, Rob, and we're going to get out of your way and hear what you have to say.
And Mike just popped this on to me 2 minutes ago. Isn't that nice of him? We talked a number of times about how you can get an AMSOIL preferred count and you can save 25% on all the products you buy. If you buy $100 worth, they ship it right to your house free. So that's the best possible way to buy AMSOIL is by it becoming a preferred count. It costs you $10 for 6 months. So you save it on your first order. But every once in a while, they have promotions on top of that. And right now, for the next 2 weeks, they got, if you buy $75 worth, you might as well buy the 100 and get free shipping. You're going to get 3 funnels and 6 nylon gloves, mechanic rubber nylon gloves. So that's included with your order. So if you order $75 worth, they're going to throw that in. Plus, if you order $100, you're going to get free shipping. Preferred customer is the best possible way. Mike always has his Zetto number on board where you can click on all about the AMSOIL product. And that's the best way to buy the product. Why go to retail and pay full price when you can get it directly from AMSOIL?
Exactly. Yeah, the best possible value. And like Rob said, there's a link in the description for the preferred customer program. Click that link, and then click the box for the preferred customer program, and then start shopping. And everything you add to your cart will be at the deepest level of discount. And once
And
you
you
hit
don't have to buy
$100,
a
you
full
get free
case.
shipping.
You can get 6 bottles of small engine, 6 bottles of motorcycle oil, or 5 bottles of car oil. You can mix and match. Gear lube, automatic, everything Amsoil has in the catalog adds up for your $100 to get your free shipping.
Nice. And in case you're wondering what Amsoil has to buy, here's an image that shows all of the different Amsoil products. There's every imaginable lubricant and brake fluid, automatic transmission, power steering, cleaning solutions, anything you could possibly need in the way of automotive fluids, we've got for you. Well, cool. So let's see. Item number 3, we're going to take a look at a 1972 Dodge Dart, and this car is for sale by our friends at MGM Classic Cars. Let me get that pulled up here, and we'll take a look at that car right here.
There you go, folks. A driver quality, affordable, vintage, classic car now available here at mgmclassiccars.com. You may call or text me for financing. You can go to our website and fill out the credit application at mgmclassiccars.com. And just when they call you or call you back, just tell them you spoke with Thomas. My number is 847-848-1850. You can also text me your zip code for a delivery quote. I have over 150 classic vintage cars here in 2 buildings at MGM Classics. Majority of them I do own. There are a few consignment pieces because they're repeated customers of mine, but majority of the cars are owned by us, okay? I can be reached at, again, at 847-848-1850. Thanks for watching mgmclassiccars.com.
Yeah, so thank you so much to Thomas for sharing that footage. And since Michael is our guest tonight, we'll give Michael the first chance to react to what we were just looking at. Any thoughts as we're looking at that, Mike?
Well, I remember when I was younger doing a paper route. My friend's mother passed away, but she got used one of these cars, and I remember doing the paper route, and it was a very fun riding car. It didn't have the muffler system like this has, which is obviously dual exhaust. But it was a really fun car back in the day. It was, it's not powerful, but it's a really nice car. And, it's got a lot of history to it because it was known for, 15, 20 years. The dot was out, I believe.
Yeah, for sure. And Rob, any reactions to what we're looking at? Or
Oh, can you imagine the paint engineer that went to the head office and say, let's paint a car this color? Like, I wouldn't buy a shirt that color. I wouldn't buy a jacket that color. But you know what? That really put them on the market. As a car, that paint job looks fantastic.
It does. It pops.
They're competing against the Chevelles and the Mustangs and all that, trying to get the market. And they came out with a color like that. Everybody wanted that color.
For sure.
Yeah, that was a big risk for them to do, but it went over well for them. What a great color.
Yeah, it's a bold move, but it really pops.
Yeah.
Virgil?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that what do you call it? That slime, that booger green. That is very, very clean. And what got me on this car was the beginning when he put that. Well, not at the beginning, but in the interior when he had when he turned the key and it went bang, had that old familiar buzz to let you know you were in the accessories.
Definitely.
That part right there.
Yeah, that
we kind of like, oh, nice. Let me know the key is in the ignition. And then once he started it up, I was like, oh, that's not your mother's 318, huh?
That had a nice note, I got to say.
Oh, man.
That exhaust note was sweet.
I wasn't expecting that, but they always do a great job over there at MGM.
For sure.
Yeah.
And also, but go ahead. And I think maybe this is where you're going with this, Virgil, but his inventory.
Yes.
Let me see if I can get that right there. Look at the sea of.
Yeah. 2 warehouses.
Yeah.
You're gonna go past a white Grand Prix right there.
Oh. Yes. Let me go back to that. Right. Oops. It's hard to stop right on it.
Right there. Yes.
That's sweet.
But no pickup trucks.
Good. Yeah. Good point. Yeah. I didn't see any in there.
In the other warehouse.
Yeah.
Now that Grand Prix, that reminds me of Smoking the Bandit when Buford T. Justice was driving a car like that in the TV show, in the movie.
Sure.
It'll make me have to watch the movie now again.
Yeah, that car got beat up. That car got pretty beat up too in that movie.
Yes. And that inconspicuous cutlass right there, the black, it looks like it's purple on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right next to
maybe
it.
a 75 or something.
Yep, 75, 76.
I actually like the fins and the hood there.
Yes.
Oh, and the Buick Riviera in there, and he's got a nice selection.
Yeah.
Very cool. We've got someone reacting to Virgil's comment about booger green. Absolutely. That's funny.
But that was
I actually wonder if this thing glows at night.
It might possibly. Yeah.
Fluorescent pin effect, huh?
Yes. So let's see. We are on item number 4. We've got another image montage, and this is from another dear friend of ours, Elaine LaRiviere. And this is Elaine with her fiance, Paul Lamontagne, both really good friends of mine. And she goes to a lot of the cruise nights up in Bentley's Saloon in Arundel, Maine. And she was there just last night. And I love this technology today where we can get images from just 24 hours ago and look at them here on the podcast. So let me cue that up, and we'll take a look at some images from last night at Bentley's.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah.
Sorry, I was having trouble with my microphone. Thank you so much to Elaine for those amazing images. And I'm trying to think of whose turn it was. I think it might be Rob's turn to make a first comment.
She does some good pictures there.
Yes.
And that's actually
too.
her car she was sitting in, she told us last time, eh?
I don't know. No, she's got that BMW.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I don't know if I've got an image of it. I
Well,
don't think
just
I have
before
it
the
handy.
BMW, there was a green car. I think it only had 3 wheels on it. I don't know what that was.
It was like a motorcycle sort of thing, like a
No, it was a
three-wheel.
car. It had a long
Yeah.
exhaust all the way down to one side.
Yeah, it's got a motorcycle motor on the front.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
And then there was another, that purple Dodge you just passed. Another
Yeah.
one of their famous colors.
Yes, plum crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that one that you were talking about. I'm not seeing it.
Just before the BMW. It was near the beginning.
All right, let me see here.
So yeah, I seen one of those go across the. It was either Barrett Jackson or Meekum, and went for a lot of money.
Oh,
Nice.
And I believe in that $100,000 range.
Not something you see every day.
No.
There's her car.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm not finding that, but
But there was a lot of nice
Coming up.
pickups on there.
for sure.
That's nice.
Which one?
Good turnout.
That right there.
Right here?
Love that.
Yeah, that's nice. That's what, from the late 20s, early 30s, maybe?
I would say probably like maybe about 32, 33 probably.
Wow.
Yeah. Looks like my father-in-law had one of those Model A's.
Nice.
And it looks about that year. I think he had a 30. I think it was a 32.
32.
Yeah, I have a model of it.
Well, also the spoke wheels kind of gives away about the year too.
Sure.
Yeah. I always say I want to take one of those and put a motorcycle engine in it.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Right there.
Yes.
That's the one we were
Oh, it
looking
does
for
have a
earlier.
Harley engine on the front.
Now it's too bad we couldn't get the hood ornament right in the front, because
Yes.
that would tell you exactly what it is. It looks like it has wings. So I'm saying to myself, could it be a Bentley? But I don't think it is a Bentley.
I don't know, but I think you might be right there about it being British, though.
Yeah,
Yes.
it definitely is British. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually they have the emblem on the hubcap, but you can't see that.
But right on the front, on the above the engine, you can see a little emblem up there. But it's too bad we can't zoom in on it.
Yeah.
And the front hood
True,
looks
yeah.
like a helmet almost, the white.
Yes, yeah. Oh, and we've got Elaine weighing in with a comment. She says, thanks for the shout out. She said her car is the white BMW. It'll be worth plenty of money in about 20 years. Cool deal. So, Elaine, thank you so much for coming on and sharing these images and commenting with us. We really appreciate it.
She just borrowed the other car to ride around in, does she?
Yes. And, while we're talking about that, let me go near the end here. Now,
Yeah.
Elaine's fiance, Paul, she's telling me that he won not only the raffle, which he's got there, that's like a bucket, which is, I think, is a car detail kit. He also won the 50-50 raffle. I don't know how much cash it was, but he won the raffle prize and some cash. So
Yeah, you should never say how much cash you win.
that's right. Yeah.
I do know. I also like that Goldwing. That is a very rare car. It's only a
that
few of
Benz,
them around.
yes.
Yes.
See if I can find
Was that a
Benz.
300 SL?
I believe it
Yes,
was.
I
Yeah,
believe that's the 300 SEL or SL.
Yes.
on 'em.
SL. Yeah, the
Yeah,
gull
that's a
wing.
million dollar car.
Yeah, right there.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there was only somewhere around 500 of those cars ever made, but how many of them are surviving?
Yes.
I like the
Didn't
blue pickup
wait a
beside it
minute.
too.
Didn't Hitler
Yeah.
have one of those?
Probably.
I think Hitler that was one of Hitler's cars, was one of those there. Not that I do Hitler history or anything.
Sure.
Well, he would
Yeah.
have the money after all.
Yes.
I'm sure he made a lot of money doing those terrible things he was doing, for sure. Oh, and Elaine is saying that that Paul made enough money to pay for the drinks.
Nice.
Cool deal. Cool deal. That does look like a good time over there. I'd like to check that out one night.
Yeah. It's a lot of cars.
Yes. Well, cool. Let's move on to the next item here. We're on item number 5. This is some footage. These are some images from Michael Delage, who's with us tonight. A few weeks ago, the 15th of June at Gillette Stadium, they had a car show. And before we get into that, Mike, I want to give a shameless plug to your Facebook group, New England Classic Cars. There's a link to it in the description. Very much worth a look. How did you get started with all that, Michael? How can you tell us a little bit of backstory on that page, on that group? I mean,
Well, the idea about the Facebook page was I want to get out there with other car enthusiasts during the winter months and also make it so they can sell cars, they can ask questions if they have a problem, or show pictures of a restoration. It's basically when I first started, it was basically just pictures. That's about all I can do. But I try to have people post information about upcoming car shows that way other people be aware of upcoming events. And it's just basically a site that I want to have everybody all contribute to and ask questions and enjoy it. There's over 2,000 members on it. It fluctuates in the winter; it drops down a little bit, but in the summer it picks up again. But
yeah, it's an active group and it's a happening place, to be sure. And like as we said, there's a link in the description.
Yep.
But go ahead,
try
Mike.
to keep it very professional too. So
yeah, it is very well run page for sure. Well, cool. Let's take a look at that footage from Gillette Stadium a few weeks ago.
your microphone is off, Mike.
There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was in another screen. I was trying to find that image I have of Elaine's BMW, and I couldn't find it. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I think it's Virgil's turn to go first as far as reactions. Any reactions to the images we were looking at from that show?
I'm going with the very first car.
Let me find that. Right there.
Nope, that one there. Was that a
That's
Plymouth?
amazing.
What is it, Virgin?
I believe it is a Plymouth. Because you look at the hood ornament in the front, it does light up, and that was something that was Plymouth, Dodge, and Chrysler products had that with the hood.
Yeah, that wood on the side, that woody on the side, just
That's a nice touch.
It's a perfect perfect two-tone, so to say.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or tritone, because you got the white top.
Yeah, and those
the
red
owner told me he wants to put a surfboard on top, but all that is too expensive right now, so he's not doing it yet. But he wants to do that and make it look like a beach car.
Nice. And Rob, anything catch your eye in there?
I don't know what that car is right there.
Oh, that one?
Is that a Bug Eye Sprite?
That yellow one? That's a Triumph.
Triumph, okay.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, and I like that school bus.
I'm not sure, but that might be a TR3 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
The Triumph.
Good looking school bus.
I believe it's a
couple of station
TR3.
wagons there. Like most of the
And
station
I made
wagons
fun
are
of
used
it
for demolition derbies up here, so you don't see a lot of car shows anymore. But
I did make fun of the school bus. I told my girlfriend that, hey, it's time to go back to school.
yeah.
Nice.
And that is international, which is something that's
cool,
kind of rare.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, how wide it is.
And Bentley. Now, I'm going to take a tangent here. Every Tuesday night at Bentley's Saloon in Arundel, Maine, this is a comment made by Elaine based on the last video. That's what those images were. Since we've got a Bentley on the screen and they have it at Bentley's Saloon, I think there was a typo where she said Henry's, but just had to give that plug since she made that comment. But
yes.
But any other interesting?
Well, there's a Jeep there, and it had a brick underneath the tires. I guess it doesn't have emergency brake. But then the other Jeep had a machine gun sitting in the back.
Also, keep in mind, if you look carefully, you can see it on the steering wheel. And I'm wondering why there would be a chain on there. But apparently he's afraid that somebody's going to take the steering wheel and turn it on him, I guess.
Oh, yeah. So you're allowed to drive a Jeep down the road with a machine gun on the back?
I don't know.
They must have the barrels welded shut or something. That would get some looks for sure. And then here's that Ferrari with a snowplow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy called it a plow Ferrari.
Nice.
Ferrari, yeah. And then
There is a video on that car plowing snow, by the way.
Now that's a good looking Ford.
Yes. Nice.
That would be cool to see. Yeah, that's cool.
And on that pickup truck that we passed earlier, that reminds me of Back to the Future because you could remove the back of it, and Michael J. Fox was driving something similar to this in the Back to the Future.
4Runner, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, a 4Runner.
Some of those last years of the 80s.
Yeah. And Saab 900.
Yep, 900S, I believe.
Nice. Those are nice cars. I had a 9.3
I believe that
back
was
in
a
the
turbo.
day. Okay, yeah. There we go. GT.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or GT40. What do they call that? Ford GT40 or GT? Or
I think they just call it a GT, but I was surprised. It's a new model. Because I heard a GT before, but I'm like, what year is this? Because the headlights kind of threw me, and the guy told me it's like 2017 or 18 or something like that. It was a newer model. I'm like, wow.
Well, yeah, because then they changed the model, and I think it was like 2020. Because I know that I believe those ones right there came out in like early 2000s, maybe.
Yeah.
When they made that comeback.
Yes. And then in the behind there, in the red, the Porsche 944 Turbo, mid 80s, I'm going to say.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Javelin. That's a Javelin, isn't it? No, it's a Camaro.
No, the Camaro.
Yeah.
350 in it.
Camaro SS with a 350 in it.
Nice. From that angle for a second, I thought it was a Javelin, but yeah, that's definitely a Camaro. Yeah. Here's the one. Yeah. That Rob was talking about. Crazy.
Yep.
I mean, I would love to own one of those.
That would be cool.
Yeah, have somebody
They
here
say
in
they
town
go
that has
everywhere.
a Jeep. Yeah, have somebody in town that has a Jeep, and he
Nice.
takes
And
his
this
Jeep to all the shows.
that red car right there is a Chrysler, believe it or not.
Oh,
This one here?
Yep. You can see the
Okay.
if you look right on top of the hood there, you can see the wing and everything.
Oh,
That's,
yes, yeah.
the Chrysler logo.
wow, and it's a truck.
Nice. Yeah, some great images there, Michael. Thank you so much for sending
Thank
those.
you.
We appreciate that. And then let's see here. Let's move on to the next item. We're on item number 6. We're going to take a look at a 1977 Dodge Power Wagon. And this vehicle is for sale by our friends at B&B Auto Sales out in Brookings, South Dakota. And I don't know about you guys, but I always loved these in the late 70s, those old Power Wagons. I've never seen one this color, though. Check out this color. I usually would see them in red.
Yeah.
But
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales. We're going to start our Dodge Power Wagon up. It's got a 6-pack on it. Needs a little carb work. We got a couple cylinders that are a little light because of the. You can see the blinkers working now. No horn. Fans working. I must not have much of an antenna. Oh, there we go. We got some music. Wipers. There they working. There's your gauges, 13 volts. Quarter tank on the fuel. Oil's just under 40 pounds. Got a tack, but that's not working. Dome lights working. That's six packs are pretty cool on these things, but they are hard to get adjusted. We think we got a part of it that carb isn't working, so we're starving fuel. We want a couple cylinders, but we may. Options are going to be maybe get rid of the 6-pack setup and put Sniper fuel injection on it. But it's either a little too rich or lean. A couple of one of them carbs. There's your legacy and rich. Yeah. So there you go. Horn does not work. Otherwise, everything else works. Horn attack. Power wagon. They were going about 50s, but I'm guessing a dope side tire, maybe a little bit off. I guess we're doing 55. Hear the radio in the background. Pretty airtight as far as the cab. A little wind noise, but not extremely horrible. See your oil pressure about just under 40. Fuel gauge. Temperature has come up. We got a little bump here. A little wander. That's the joy of a lifted truck. You get a little play in the steering. But for a lifted short box drive is pretty good. We got to get this 6-pack deal figured out or eliminated, one of the two. We got a couple cylinders that are plugged out, so we believe. So, any questions? Give me a call, 605-695-7391. I'll show you the brakes here. work good. Really no pull or anything to them. First to second. And second to third, so training shift's good. Again, any questions? 605-695-7391.
Yeah, so thank you so much to Dirk at B&B Auto Sales for that awesome footage of that Power Wagon. And I believe it's Michael's turn to go first. Any reactions to that, Michael?
I love the Power Wagons. I'm actually a little confused. It was Power Wagon, then somehow later on down the road, they disappeared, and the Ram got the name. So I don't know when that transfer happened. But something else I love about vehicles like this, no Indian lights. Everything is all gauges. I love gauges. I mean, I hate the stupid Indian lights.
Sure. And I like that 6-pack. And Virgil, any reactions?
Yep, great truck, great color combination, and whoever did that truck did a great job. But I know you like that 6-pack, Mike, but I say get rid of that and go ahead and put on that Holley sniper system.
Yes, yeah.
But keep that as a keep that 6-pack as a to put in the back for somebody whoever buys it, you know.
Yes, when it transfers.
Yeah, that Holley sniper system. I almost sound like a salesman right now, but that Holley sniper system is a must-have for if you have an old car.
Yeah.
Just,
for sure.
Changes you in the fuel injection just by the change of a carburetor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Cool. And Rob?
I like the 6-pack. They sound good. They do foul up cylinders, but it's tough to get them set up. But they do, and it's a good-looking truck. But I don't think I've seen a truck with a tack way off to the right like that.
Yeah, that was unique. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can find that.
And on the left-hand side, the bottom gauge is a vacuum. That's unusual to be on a car, a vacuum gauge.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
I like the way they put Power Wagon painted right on there. It looks good.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, is it just me, or have you guys ever seen it in that yellow color scheme like that, or is that the?
I never have.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I like it.
Before.
Oh yeah.
It looks like a yellow jacket. Believe it or not, it looks like you'll get stung by a bee.
Yeah.
Yes. It'll leave a mark too, won't it?
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, let's move on to the next item here. So we're going to look at some more images that Michael has shared with us. The first one is item number 7. This is a 1973 Mercury Cougar XR7. Any comments on this, Michael, before we roll the footage? Or
Not really. I learned quite a bit. I didn't know anything about these cars at first. They said, "Oh yeah, there's a straight Cougar, and then there's the XR7, which is a higher end one." So I learned something I never knew over the time. It's just like, with every other car, you find out, oh, well, there's 5 versions of the Chevy Nova, and the Chevelle and stuff. There's all variations, and this one's higher than this one, and it's like that even with this Cougar. The XR7 was the highest one they ever made. I think it was 2 models, the Cougar, and then the XR7 was the higher end.
This is the highest level of trim?
Yes.
Sure. Well, cool. Let's take a look. Michael, thank you so much for those images. And
Anytime.
trying to think of whose turn it is to react to it first. I think it might be Rob's. Is it your turn, Rob?
Okay.
Oh, Virgil's time. I'm sorry.
Oh no! I'm pointing up because Rob's up on top of me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like the Brady Bunch
Now,
over here.
I'll point down.
There we go.
Okay,
Go ahead,
the
Rob.
RX-7. Why does the steering wheel say GT on it?
That's
Good
a
call.
good question. I don't know if the person may have just did that just for the heck of it.
Yeah. I like the
maybe-
size of the front end on the car. Wow, that's big.
Oh yeah, that's not an original steering wheel.
Yeah, that must have been a replacement at some point.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's not
all the other
original.
logos are XR7.
Yeah, should have had a bigger steering wheel. That one's a little bit smaller.
Well,
And when I look at the front end of that, it's so weird because you look at the radiator area for the air intake, it's so small, and then the headlights are taking up so much room.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's almost like a Starsky and Hutch there, that LTD.
Yeah, for sure. And from some angles, it almost looks like an Eldorado, I thought.
Yeah, the length, kind of, sort of.
Yeah,
Or just a little bit like a smaller Eldorado, so to say.
yeah.
Yeah. And that was a time where the doors were big enough you could still put door speakers on there, huh?
Yes, I see he's got some 6x9s in there. Yeah, in fact, you
Yeah.
can see right there.
And
The doors are big enough for somebody can fit in the back, no problem.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's-
cool.
yeah.
We've got time for. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Virgil. Did you have a thought?
I had a 67 Cougar XR7, and that was the first year of the Cougar. And the great car. There was only one trim that was above the XR7, which was the Cougar Eliminator.
Yeah.
I never heard of it.
Oh yeah, you got a Cougar Eliminator. That I believe those ones had the 390 in them. And other than that, like the one you just had maybe had the 351. I don't know if it had the Cleveland or the Windsor, but I'm not sure if they had the Eliminator in that year. I know they had a Eliminator for a Cougar 69. I think it's 69 and 70 maybe, but those would be like those ones are rare cars.
That's probably why I never found one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good info. Well, cool. We've got time for one last clip, and it is a quick one, but it's certainly worth a look. This is item number 8. Again, images from Michael Delage, and again, he does the New England Classic Cars Facebook group. I want to do as many shameless plugs for that group as I can because it's a great group. There's a link to it in the description. By all means, please go on over and check that out and be a part of that crowd and that excitement that's going on there. But yeah, this is a 71 Hemi Cuda. These are images from Michael Delage, who's on your screen there in the upper right. Get this queued up and let's take a look. Sorry about that. It started over again. But yeah, thank you so much, Michael, for those images.
Yeah,
Since it's your
anytime.
turn to go first, Michael, anything you
Well,
tell us about this car?
well, for what I found out, I have never talked to the owner, but it's not the first time I've seen this car. It seems like every time I see this car, there's a trailer, a flatbed trailer, not too far away. It's an old Dodge pickup with a huge flatbed on it. I don't think the guy drives this car very much. I think it's more like a showpiece for him. And, in these pictures, is from long, long time ago because this is the city of Woonsocket, Main Street. And the Woonsocket Call, you can see in this picture, it says the Call on the building. That's the local newspaper in that area. But
Oh,
they
yes.
used to shut down Main Street and have the car show every week. And then they decided, well, we're not going to do it on Main Street. We're going to move it to another spot, but you can't get as many cars there. But this place, when they had this all shut down, there had to be at least 200-300 cars easily that was all lined up all along Main Street, and all these little, like this, where this car is a little small parking lot. All those are filled too. If some of these images, you probably see a whole mess of cars lined up on the side of the road. But yeah, I mean, I just love this car. The guy had a lot of spirit, red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
So, it's really sweet. I like to actually hear it start up and run. I like to see what it sounds like, but I've never been lucky enough to be around if he started it.
Yeah, for sure. Virgil, reactions?
Great car, great paint scheme. I love the blue. I love the way they put the blue in there, the top,
Yes.
and then the stripe on the hood and the back deck lid there. But I believe this car has some racing. I think it has a history
Oh,
for
it
some odd
does.
reason, and a good drag racing history. And I took a couple of pictures of this, and I have my brother-in-law's father he's a drag race historian, and he would know this car.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Especially if it raced in New England, he would know this car. So I'm gonna have to ask Mr. Carter about this here.
For sure. We'll circle back on a future episode if you have that information.
Will do.
That would be really interesting. For sure. And Rob?
Oh, it'd be a fun car to watch go down the track.
Yeah.
But beside the shifter, you think that's the light lock button?
Oh, let me see if I can find that.
Right beside the shifter, there's a little button, a little lever sticking up. Yeah, on the right hand side.
You got the little knob, and then you got the shifter itself.
See if there's another interior shot here.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, there was one really good shot where you could see the shifter really well. And you see the knob right beside it. And I know a lot of vehicles run the light lock button, and as soon as you let go.
Oh,
yes,
right
I see it. Yeah.
Oh, and it's a stick.
Then, if you notice, there's a whole mess of lights and switches up on the corner there too. So that must be for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serious drag racer.
I'm surprised it still has all the factory gauges in there too. Yeah.
And you can even see the speedometer. It looks like 150 is the top speed on it.
Nice. And I'm sure it's seen that.
Yes, it would.
Good. I was admiring the.
Oh, go ahead.
I was admiring the period graphics on there, all those period decals and everything.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Virgil. You had a thought?
I would love to see the burnout.
Yeah.
I would love to see the burnout and this just come out of the smoke,
Oh, for sure. That would be a treat. And we've got a comment coming in too. Let's see. Oh, David from Alaska Railroad says 71 CUDA, my absolute favorite Chrysler. Cool deal. Yeah, it's hard to go wrong with this for sure.
Yep. And they came factory, the 446 pack in them.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But that's not factory motor, that one.
No. Well, cool. It is 10 o'clock, and it is that time of night where it's time to wind everything down. But I wanted to thank all of the viewers who have been watching us tonight and commenting and engaging with us. Also thank our special guest, Michael Delage, who was here tonight, as well as our regulars, Virgil and Rob. You guys have made this a really special night, and I really appreciate it.
I do appreciate being on. I'm hoping to do this again. I love being on, and now if anybody's got questions, I might be able to answer some of those questions on those photos I add to the group.
We
Absolutely.
appreciate
Yeah.
the pictures you sent in, Mike.
Yes,
Thank
great,
Good job you do.
great photography, my man.
And when I do the pictures on the cars on the group, I usually put one picture of the front looking down the side angle. But then I specify to people if there's any particular car they want to see, just tell me the make, year, and model. And I'll upload the whole collage of like 15, 20 pictures, whatever many pictures I took of that car. Because I walk all around the car, I get every angle. If the engine compartment's open, I get the right, the left, and the front. So you get 3 different angles of the engine. Then the interior, I get the back seat, the front seat, then I get the whole dash, and then I zoom in on the steering wheel and the instruments. So basically, it's a full documentary on the whole car itself.
Nice. And he does that with just about every car. And if you like what you've been seeing, there's a link in the description to his group, New England Classic Cars. Very much worth a look. A lot of great images like what you've been looking at tonight, as well as posts from other people and events. It's just a whole lot of interesting things happening on that group. Very much worth a look. And there's a link in the description. And yeah, any final comments, anyone, before we wind it down? Or
Good show, Mike, and lots of great pictures, especially for
Yes.
Mike.
Thank you again,
Mike.
guys.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. Great photography, man.
And if you guys ever have any ideas, you can throw it over to Mike too. If we're talking about doing a thing with Corvettes, we did that. Now we're going to be thinking about Mustangs and same thing with Camaros. Go through all the Camaros I have and try to do a collage from the earliest and the newest. And because these cars are no longer being made. Now, I think the Mustang, it's only electric now. And the Camaro, I think this is the last year they're making the Camaro. So, I mean, this is something nice to have to go through the whole thing. And if anybody else has any particular cars, they like to see a whole series of different cars, just let me know. And Mike can let me know, and I can set something up.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it works really nice because Michael supplies me with the images, and I put them together into a little montage like we've been looking at with the video editing and put some music under it, and it's just a wonderful thing that we can all enjoy. Yeah, it's good times. Well, cool. Yeah, it is that time to wind it down, and as always, the last word goes to Amsoil. But yeah, thanks everyone for being on, and thanks to the viewers. We really appreciate it.
Great show, Mike.
Thank you, everyone, and have a good night, and take care.
Yeah, circle back in 1 week's time, everyone. We'll catch you in 1 week. Take care.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever try petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil is an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that AMSOIL has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully, this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the AMSOIL experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen, and yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
AMSOIL has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, AMSOIL will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer. You save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. AMSOIL sends you extra gifts, $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value, and this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering AMSOIL. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an AMSOIL order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer discount, or sorry, preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the preferred customer program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order. That gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the signature series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an AMSOIL account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to AMSOIL. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaRiviere. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for AMSOIL under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL preferred customer program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters "free DVD requests" so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing or hot rods, we have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSOIL's a fun business. AMSOIL's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.